we go see your papa, 'cause you're the one I've been waiting for. I wanna spend my life with you, in the sun and the rain, oh. I go there by your side, oh. Messy baby, you take.
I'm Dr. Nana Akeze. Greetings to all our viewers around the world. I have here my co-host, Dr. Chris Akeze.
Thank you for having me here today, Dr. Nana.
Welcome again. Thank you. So our topic for today is change of direction. Change of direction. So what is change? And how can you analyze or determine what you need to change in your life pursuits? That's what we are going to be talking about today. In life, we must constantly evaluate ourselves to know what needs to change to become more effective in whatever we are doing or we intend to do. Now, change is an act of making or becoming different, choosing something different from the usual, what you are used to. So when you need to make a change, that is something that takes a decision to be made, right? This may be like things like making a bold decision that will improve or change a situation in your life. Sometimes you need to change your food habits to become more healthy, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you even need to change location to become more effective. So if you are someone who eats out, you can decide to start cooking your own meals, right? The Nigerian society at this time that we are, based on all the happenings in Nigeria, need change. And we need people to come to terms that this change is important and we need to go for it. So this is our topic for today. So I want you to take it from them. What do you think we need as Nigerians to change the mindset of how we are currently doing things right now in Nigeria that is making the system so polarized and not effective?
Well, thank you, Dr. Nana, for having me once again. As you have defined a well-defined change, but I will only add that change can only take place where there is the discovery that things are not going on proper. They say change is constant.
Yeah.
Change is the only thing that remains and cannot be defeated. It's constant. We cannot fight change. It happens. Even if you put a stone somewhere for years, in many years' time, if you go back there, you will see that there will be some changes. It will weather. And so change is something that is constant.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, in people's lives, to make useful changes, you must recognize that things that you had envisioned are not going the right way. And so there's the need to make amendments where you have failed, where things are not working out right, where you notice weaknesses, where there is no profit, where there is no where things are not going effective in the right direction towards achieving your goals. In the last editions, we talked about the tripod of
Purpose-driven
life, and we made the point that a purpose-driven life starts with a vision. You envision whatever you want to do, where you want the result you want from every action you take, and then you set the goals according to that vision,
right?
And then you pursue it with a commitment that we defined as mission. That mission to accomplish the vision through that goals that you have set. In all of this, for a balanced life, purposeful life, you have to have a period of evaluation of how far you are coming with achieving your vision, the goals. So in this wise, the strategies will have tools that we know in the field of strategy, as you know, Dr. Nana, as strategy planning tools. Some of them, there are many out there. For those of our viewers that will want to go into the use of tools for evaluation of their vision and goal and where they have come, you first of all, you need to set the timeline. Your evaluation period may be every quarter, like 4 months. That means you do it 4 times a year. Or it could be twice, you do it twice a year, every 6 months. Or some people will do it every month. How am I going? Depending on the vision and the goals you have set for that particular achievement. And so, for instance, if I envisioned that at the end of this 2022, I want to finish reading my Bible from Genesis to Revelation, I will have to set the goal to achieve that and design the plan, the timetable, and then I will begin to evaluate. I know how many chapters are in the Bible. Divide them into the months, the weeks, the days.
So that goes to everything else.
In life.
In life. So
and so if we did that, you will now have to use the tools that we sometimes call strategic planning tools.
Right.
One of them is called the PEST, P-E-S-T. The other one, there's the MOST, M-O-S-T. Simple names like that. We have the PEST tool. We have the different types of strategic planning tools. These are tools that were designed by intellectuals in the past to help you identify factors that are not aligning with the goals
that you have set
for yourself.
So when we talk about PEST, we are talking about the political, the economic, the social,
and the technology
aspect of it.
And I will class it this way. For instance, you are a man who started a business, and in 2 years' time, every business is considered successful after 5 years.
After 5 years.
So let's say after 5 years, now you want to continue to evaluate your business, how you are progressing. So in the 6th year, you will you will evaluate yourself at the middle, or 6 months after the start of 6 years, and you say, this is where my business is weak. There's always the strength and there's the weakness. Everybody knows about SWOT analysis. That's one of the planning tools too. SWOT analysis only tell you the strength and the weakness, what you have achieved, the strength that you have in achieving them, and the weaknesses that are there that are mitigating against you going faster in your achievement. So if you have achieved the strength and the weakness, you will now have to go further. You delve deeper using tools like the PEST. PEST, like you said, is the political,
the economic, the social,
cultural,
and the tactics
and technology.
So now, this is where we are going to bring in the real layman aspect of what is happening in Nigeria. For any change you want to make, it begins in any change you want to make in your life begins from the mind.
And the mindset, yes.
The mindset is powerful. So now, because what is happening in Nigeria is that I see it in my view, these are my views, right? That people are living more in the spiritual realm than in the physical. People in Nigeria tend to live in the spiritual realm more than the physical. And we are in the physical, right?
Yes.
So there is so much problem going on in Nigeria. That's the reason they are looking for an intermediary
First
to
of all,
interpret
my take
what is
there
happening.
is that I would want to tell our fellow Nigerians that we all should quit living in the spiritual. We are not spirits. We are human beings in the physical realm of existence. We are not in the spiritual realm of existence. I advise every Nigerian listening to us, quit living in the spiritual realm. Living in the spiritual realm is the reason why people think they need intermediaries.
That's right.
So now I need a daddy Gio. Now I need a pastor to speak
A mommy
to
Gio.
God on my behalf, because you are not a spirit. You don't understand
The
the
spirit
language
word.
and the spirit world, the operations of the spirit world. Why not live in the physical realm where you will apply strategic mindset, where you will apply your planning and your goal, your thinking, your abilities, your traits to achieve what you want. You set your goals, envision them, and pursue them. Guide yourself, the Bible said. You guide yourself with wisdom, with knowledge. You guide yourself with understanding the spirit, the physical realm, and live in this physical realm. If you are living in the physical realm and yet you want to exist in the spiritual realm, then there is confusion.
The balance?
There is a confusion,
Yes.
and so because you don't understand the language of the spiritual realm, now you need a daddy Gio
To
that
interpret
tells
to
you he can understand the spiritual realm to interpret for you or to intercede for you. You need an intermediary. We don't need intermediary. We are physical beings. Let's exist more in our physical realm and succeed. It reminds me of the song, that famous song.
Yes.
That
When he was asking God that there's so much problem in this world,
yes,
that the God needs to come and solve it. The Lord said,
Yeah.
I've already solved it. Say how? There are so many. Say because I created you.
I created you.
I created
You
I
are the
created us.
solution
We are the
to many
solution
problems
to
of the
many
life.
problems of the world that is happening right now.
So quit looking for
in the-
spiritual solutions.
Quit looking for it.
physical
The reason
problems.
why I'm so passionate about this is because of the youth in Nigeria. I watched some of the church programs now. I am so very excited to see people dancing in the church and all of that. But leaving that church, once they step out of the church, nothing is happening.
No
Everything
changes.
becomes looming. So the GEOs that are providing all this flamboyant flashy, as you call it, in the church, they need to take that business outside too. They need to now create real business.
True.
Create real business for people so that when after dancing in the church, they will have somewhere to work.
Dr. Nana, you will remember that I said to my friends who are on the pulpits, some of them have made enough money to be able to create real businesses. There is no harm. These are people's money, you know it. These are monies you have made, you are in charge. Nobody is fighting you to get the money from you, but it's only reasonable for you to provide job to help clean the system up, so that our young people that are coming out from school, they don't have to attend your church
To work in your industry.
You give them job, treat them right as your workers, and then pay them right.
Yes.
Then in turn, the society will benefit your church and your art, and your name will be written in gold. That reminds me of one Cosmos Maduka.
Okay.
Of the great
Kostaris.
Kostaris company. He runs a church, and
But he
also
has a
employs
business.
people.
And he has a business.
And he has a business. The
So
man will
why
not
don't
need
you
to
take
go
that
to
model
the
of
altar
the
and
Cosmos?
start asking for free
He has a church
money.
and he has businesses.
Those